which is a very common answer into the Ornn, and it looks like G2 are ready for it.
Second ever Kale for Wonder. The last time he played it was in week 2 of Summer this split when he beat Rogue. That is the only other game that he has played. Now, let's talk about the comp just a little bit more. I see a few more like initiation tools, but it's pretty much just the Kalista Leona.
Yeah, right now G2 have limited a lot of their options, but with an Orianna on top of a Leona, like you do have some ways to start fights. I think the Kale pick is actually really nice after seeing the Akali come on in, because Rogue's comp, initially it looked like they wanted to play back to the Ashe. Now it looks like it's a lot more about the dive, and that Kale ultimate is going to be really hard for Larssen to deal with in these team fights. He has to play super smart around that cooldown.
Well, we'll find out how well Larssen and Rogue can do. They are definitely the underdogs coming into the semi-final. They have never won a game against G2. Let's see how they do. Welcome to Summoner's Rift for the first of hopefully 5. I'd like to see a full series. The man on your screen is
Didn't even get the bot crab.
A little bit of engage here. Nothing going on as Inspired will throw down the Ghost up top. Very nicely charged onto Wonder. Wonder's already flashed away. First blood picked up flawless by Rogue.
That was a very late flash coming from Wonder, though. I feel like the moment he sees that Hecarim, he needs to just burn that immediately. And he's going to get punished for a lot of questionable decisions now coming through from G2, both from Jankos.
Beautiful position.
Jankos is going to try to get something down here on Finn. He's still got that flash available to him. Not a lot of CC. Will throw that very early on to get out of the smoke screen. Jankos still trying to get some damage there against the wall, but the wave will get pushed in. And Rogue, they managed to strike first. They managed to punish up in the top lane. Remember that Larssen was pushing mid as well.
Yeah, and for just a second there, it looked like Rogue could have made a play down bot side. Inspired had run straight down bot. Larssen will side of the map is going to be clear for the time being, but I think now because Larssen's come back, holy!
Oh, so much
Larssen!
damage. Larssen gets the elbow.
No, he missed!
Doesn't find the kill though. Forced to flash away. Oh man!
Oh, that could have been so good for Larssen getting that solo kill, and you can see once he gets level 6, but here comes Inspired, can't get information on Caps, and no kill will go down. Such a clutch moment for Larssen. Hopefully we can get a replay of that and really break down what went wrong, but that could have been huge for the mid laner.
I mean, Larssen outplayed right up until the final cast on the ultimate. Now let's see if Rogue start off the dive. Finn has ulti.
Yeah, he does. Wonder does have access, and he's going to be pushed down for just a moment, buys just enough time, and the tower is helping out, but the minions are there. Finn's going to chase in once again. Inspired, no ultimate available. Finally, Wonder manages to pick it up. The tower's helping out Inspired and Finn.
Oh no.
They end up trading 1-for-1, and now Inspired is going to get caught up by the smoke screen. It's all going wrong.
I mean, it was going so well, and then all of a sudden it wasn't right there. Starting off the dive, it looked so nice for Rogue, but one singular minion died. That
talks a little bit about how this early game could have been a bit slow and could have just been a farming phase, and right now Inspired and Larssen are once again looking for pressure in the mid lane. That's the ultimate going in. This time round, Larssen finds his man, turns attention to Jankos, and with the help of Inspired and the Rampage, will be able to find 2 quick kills.
This is really clutch. The flash is gone from Cap, so Inspired comes in mid with...
And of course the double kill did happen mid. And what I love about this play from Rogue was it was perfectly on time as well. Just as Larssen's ultimate comes off cooldown, they look to immediately make the play in mid lane, and with no flashes, as Ender was talking about on Caps and Jankos, it makes it very easy for Rogue to find a double kill.
And it's exactly how Rogue are supposed to play, because on the other side, you know, Graves, jungle, doesn't really have a lot of options to look for ganks unless it's playing through bottom lane. Inspired when he hits...
Swapped performances from round 1 to round 2 of playoffs, as you can see in the top lane. Finn is getting run down, but he will have the tower to fall back to.
Yeah, and I think Inspired is definitely worth bringing up, because I think that ever since the carry jungle meta, he's been doing a great job, and he's looking to do it again.
Take a look at this. Call the Forge God comes out. Onslaught of Shadows as well. Wonder does have Divine Judgment, and he will catch Finn underneath the tower, but will get taken out himself. And Inspired finds his 4th kill.
Ends up being a trade of 1-for-1, but that kill's going to go on to Inspired once again. This carry jungler is racking things up, and he's going to be more and more valuable as the game goes on, but now Larssen's looking for more.
Meanwhile, G2 looking for dive, but Larssen is on the prowl. I think Rogue might want to fight this one. There's no teleport from G2.
Oh, the ultimate comes out from Perks, and that will allow Mickey to escape without blowing a summoner spell.
He's getting these kills, is level 9 on the Kayle, will be a huge late game threat that they have to be cautious of, and it looks like Inspired's looking for another gank.
And Inspired is just on a mission today. No flash available for Wonder. Teleport is going to come out, and Inspired immediately starts to back away. Finn is trying to get Wonder, and he will not be able to do it. The command, Protect, will keep him alive, and now Inspired is surrounded and in a little bit of trouble. May need to force himself away. Zenith Blade connects onto Larson. He's going to be able to throw out some shurikens and walk out. But the response from
proactive Rogue are being, they're going toe-to-toe with G2, and honestly, they're the ones making more picks happen in this early game.
And they don't slow down either. Inspired's already down here towards the bottom side of the map. Vander here too. And G2 are trying to respond, but they have Rift Herald. Like, Rogue should be able to burst this tower very quickly.
Okay, Herald's going to get dropped now. Mickey's coming around the corner. He's got access to the ultimate as well. We'll jump onto Vander, throw down the Solar Flare. Hans Sama continues to chip away at the tower. And Shelly will get the boop, and they start to back away. I was waiting for a team fight. It never actually came, but I do just want to quickly shine one spotlight onto Inspired. He's the guy that...
Success, and I think that when we look at Rogue last week, the changes that they made very much came from mid and jungle. You know, bot lane still relatively neutral. Arrow does land.
It does. That's definitely not the angle you want to be flashing if you're Perks. He's going to continue to get away. Uses Summon to heal underneath the tower. Hans Sama, with the help of Vander, will pick up the kill. Flash in a straight line, still get hit by the arrow.
Yep, not great from Perks. Definitely gets punished there from the bot lane. And as we were just talking about Hans Sama and Vander, these guys have been pretty consistent, pretty reliable, even in their loss to Fnatic. Outside of the 2v2 deaths, I would say that were a little uncharacteristic. I think that they've been a solid staple of Rogue pretty much throughout the split. And a lot of these changes that we've been seeing from Rogue have been from the mid and jungle. And they're stepping up alongside this consistent performance as Hans Sama and Vander find themselves a kit.
And as far as team play, something that impressed me so much from Rogue series just last week is how willing the entire team was to fully commit to a play almost instantly, even using things like Sentinel to instantly force a play. Here's Inspired and Finn trying to work.
There's a lot of damage onto Jankos. He's not going to be able to escape and won't get caught out by Call of the Forge God. Just shut down by Finn and Inspired.
Come from things like Baron setups. Occasionally we've seen them being stolen away by a certain player. Baron steal did happen. So we see a flash in.
That's a lot of damage coming down. Not killing Inspired just yet. He's got no ultimate to escape, and TP's now coming down. That will bring Wonder into the fray. Vander standing behind Inspired. Here comes Hans Sama. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow is available. Vander's going to tag a Winter's Bite, and he may be sacrificed here, as the volley, in fact, will slow down enough members of G2. Larson's going to use the Blast Cone over the wall and dash back across, and they get out alive.
I mean, that play was excellent right there from Rogue to escape from it, because it looked anything about that. And, you know, they've only taken one outer tower, so this is going to be able to knock down the next one with so many people pressured around top side of the map. And Finn's ultimate ready to go. We might see a play breakout soon.
Feels like it. Holding on to that Core of the Forge God for now. Dash away from Finn against the wall, exactly where Jankos wants him to be. He's forced to flash out. Collateral damage will not find a kill, and it looks like Rogue, they're
how they're playing that one for the time being, because they feel like there could be a dive coming in the bot side. That's why no one's going down here. That's why the Herald is going top side. Rogue are playing a mid-top split.
Be able to get this tower with the second Rift Herald. Was picked up. They got the first one as well. They've got themselves a significant lead. Nearly 4,000 gold right now.
Ooh.
Although Hans Sama may be in a little bit of trouble here. Multiple members of G2 making their way forward. They've jumped onto Vander instead, and he will get instantly deleted by Jankos.
I really like this play from G2, but this is not what I really feel like we're used to seeing. Usually when G2...
Leandries, something we don't often see. Typically it is the Leandries, but Larson wanting to add a little bit more utility into his kit. A little bit more sticking power, something I definitely don't often see.
Yeah, the Gunblade wasn't enough for him, clearly.
Yeah.
The Gunblade to get close, and then the Rileys to make sure you never get away. He is versus a lot of ranged champions, so I can see some merit in that purchase coming through. Will reduce his DPS, but then once he gets Rileys next, you know, the synergy there. You build up the stacks of mana super, super quickly with the...
I mean, Rileys plus the Andrews, right?
Rileys plus the Andrews.
She's done a pretty good job of getting deep vision, but Rogue going to try and contest that, challenge that. So they're moving to the top side, and they're looking for a pick.
Right, first target's going to be Perks. He's still got Flash available to him. Divine Judgment comes on by some time, caught out by the Fisher. Now all of a sudden, Mickey gets called back by the Fate's Call. Larson will use Perfect Execution out, and Finn is now caught amongst multiple members of G2. The rest of the squad are making their way up. Finn continues to get those spears put in his backside. Rend is going to be available in just a moment as Larson is going to jump too far, will not find the kill into Mickey, and he gets taken down instead. And now Vander's going to be the next target. Hans Sama going to look to get run down here by Jankos, and that's the flash forward. Collateral damage is available for Jankos, but he holds on to it. And instead, the chase continues in the top lane. Rogue bits more than they could chew. and the response from G2 is 2 quick kills.
And the chase down from so many range champions like Rogue, once they realize they messed up, they're going to lose the fight. They will. The Wonder's pushing down that bot lane wave. They're not concerned about Rogue starting up the Baron, so G2 attack the map to get some control. Here's an arrow.
Yeah, crucially, that's landed onto Caps. He's already dead, simply cannot get away. The Divine Judgment is not going to be available there, as now here comes Wonder. He's arrived to the fight, but just after his teammate is dead. Mickey cannot get through the Rogue front line, and there's the kick backwards. Mickey is now down. Call the Forge Guard, gets a knock up onto Perks and Yankos. The flash forward from Hansama, or the dash forward rather. He gets another. Finn gets on the board, and now Wonder's caught underneath the tower. The ultimate doesn't matter. Hansama gets away. That is an ace to Rogue.
A massive team fight win there for Rogue. 5-4-0 underneath the tower. Rogue come out. They see Wonder's not there. Hansama immediately pulls the trigger on the arrow, and Finn comes in at the end to clean up house. That's going to be a Baron to Rogue.
Execution was flawless from Rogue. Caps, he had his flash up but chose not to use it. When we get the replay, we can see exactly why, but at the end of the day, Rogue found their opportunity, they capitalized, and they've converted it.
Composition can be played, and that was a great turnaround there from Rogue. They managed to punish Caps. They get themselves the 5,000 goldie, they get themselves the Infernal, the Baron, now the Soul.
Side either. Yankos is what I was talking about. He loses his jungle. He's now 2 levels behind. And he uses his ultimate to try and seal away the wolves. Like, this just feels damage to get through Rogue, because with triple ninja toppies and now Larson in the top lane, there's no mana on Wonder.
Okay, level 16 to 15. Wonder not at max yet. As you mentioned, no mana available. Larson is just going to run him down, use the Shroud flawlessly. And Wonder just caught a bit out of position, shall we say.
Yeah. He was past the
jungle. You have to push through mid, and that's how you enter. Make sure that Rogue have one person picking up minions underneath the mid lane tower, and then you're free to take control over the area around the dragon.
It feels like Rogue want to start the fight, though, but that's the flash engage from Mickey. Solar Flare comes down. Glacial Fissure catches 4 members of G2. They're already starting to run away. They do peel back. Reminder, though, their comp works in retreat.
I really think the Locket coming out from Vander was extremely clutch right there. They did get all of the summoners out from Hansama, but with a big wombo combo coming through from Caps, Yankos, and Mickey, they still weren't able to kill, and now Rogue can look to recontest.
Watch Inspired and Larson. They're the backline divers. They're underneath the fight. Right now, Rogue are trying to pincer off G2, but G2, they want to turn this onto Inspired.
Fate's Call thrown there onto Inspired. He's going to use his devastating shots to try to get away.
Larson.
Look at Larson waiting in the wings. Caps gets tagged just by a volley there as Vander steps forward. Larson's going to jump onto Mickey, throws down the Shroud, trying to get some damage on the Perks. Can't blow him up just yet. Call the Forge God is fantastic. Wonder's blown up before Divine Judgment can even get cast. And now 3 members of G2 are running for their lives. Caps flashes over the wall. Yankos follows suit. G2 get the Dragon, but they lose 2.
And now Rogue are able to move this into the Baron, but forget the Dragon. If they get the Baron, they can look for the siege. Yankos is still alive and has his smite, but Rogue with 5 members alive can zone him from the pit.
And originally we were talking about how this was an opportunity for Larson to prove himself, but the entire Rogue team is proving it as Larson looks to get that kill onto Caps.
Oh, he's really trying so hard. Won't be able to find the shurikens though, and forced to fall back, but that's enough threat to push both Yankos and Caps out of the pit. Second Baron secured to Rogue.
So wrong. The man's pulled out the Kiana in the past as Akali is looking clean here today again, and showing that Rogue can team fight in multiple different styles. It's not just a clean front to back. Larson can also be huge.
Ooh, a little bit of damage coming down into Vander, but that wall is doing so much work. Here comes Finn from behind. Core the Forge God's got very long range, and all of a sudden G2, they're locked inside their jungle. They started the fight, but Rogue are ending it. What a fantastic performance so far as Hansama with the double kill. There's another for Larson. The shockwave comes up from Caps, but it simply doesn't matter. Larson cannot dive under the tower. They're into Wonder and Caps, but they find them
are looking to finally break into the base of G2.
Yeah, they've got 2 waves working for them right now. Inspired and Vander getting back onto the map, and there's still a lot of time before Wonder and Caps are going to find reinforcements. This inner tower, this inhibitor tower, is going to fall down with the base open. Rogue fully in control.
And for the first time in the organization's history, they're looking to get their first win against G2. They've come so close so many times, and they have not been able to close things out.
do not get this right, then Rogue can look to finish.
Larson on the flank once again. Keep your eyes on the stealthy ninja. He's looking to execute the carries of G2. Mickey goes in.
Manages to find Hansama, who's flash and heal available. Holding on to it for now. Fate's Call comes out. There goes Larson on the back. Inspired manages to get the fear down and send Perks packing. He's down. That's another kill there onto Mickey. Now they turn attention onto Wonder. The Divine Judgment simply does not help. when the team gets split up and gets flanked. Rogue find another 4 kills, and now Lawson's going to look for Jankos. Will he get the kill? Yes, he does! It's an ace before they push into the base.
Rogue's team fighting is a beautiful thing to behold. Absolutely in control. Their approach has been entirely on point, and it is Rogue going to take down G2.
Get to say something that we've never said since Rogue has been around. For the first time in the organization's history, they take down G2 Esports, pick up the first win in the best of 5, and are one step closer to facing Fnatic tomorrow.
Very clean execution once again from Rogue. They're continuing their performance that they demonstrated against Mad Lions, and G2 a lot of question marks. Execution,